We have an interesting one for you today. We have, as part of our second episode, we are going to be discussing the difference between Marvel Rivals and Overwatch and why it seems that Marvel Rivals is sort of taken over. Welcome, Metal. Welcome.
Well, how are you? Hope you're doing well today.
I'm dandy as ever, mate. You know me. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so obviously in today's episode, we're going to be discussing the difference between Marvel Rivals and Overwatch and why it seems that Marvel Rivals is doing better than Overwatch. So we want to try and delve into why it's become such a big hit.
I mean, yeah, even now, I've looked small and there's 500,000 players just playing on Steam.
Half a
Half a
million.
million, and it's been what 3 weeks, four, even a month since it's been out. I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of games usually about this time drop a lot in players, but
it's still
it's I
going
mean half a
strong.
million just on Steam. So I think in the first 2 weeks it was like 20 million players.
20 million.
About 20 million, I think. I could be wrong. If someone can correct me. But I'm
That
pretty
is
sure in the first 2 weeks
crazy.
it was like 20 million players.
That is
Mm.
crazy. Bloody hell. Um, Right. So obviously the main thing that we notice the difference in between Marvel Rivals and Overwatch is 6v6 versus 5v5. Obviously Marvel's you could play as, 6v6, Overwatch is 5v5. So why do you think then there's such an appeal or people prefer at least that there's a 6v6 compared to Overwatch's 5v5?
Well, like originally, obviously, Overwatch used to be 6v6, and Overwatch 1 used to be 6v6.
Mm.
But then when Overwatch 2 come out, they made the decision to make it 5v5. See, I think why people would prefer the 6v6 is because there's more strategy into it. With
Yeah.
one, diver tanks. Like, Marvel Rivals got Venom, Thor, Captain America, Overwatch, your Divas, your Winstons. Man, their main job is to dive the backline,
Yeah.
your healers, get them gone. That's the whole thing. And like Venom, crazy how he can do it because
Mm.
how one of his abilities works. The lower health he goes, he presses E, and he gets a bigger shield.
All right,
So
okay.
yeah, he gets a massive shield depending on how low his health is. So he gets a bit of sustainability and get himself out.
That's why every time I think he's about to die, he
Yeah,
just has that big
yeah.
blue bar.
But you can stop that if you just freeze him with a lunar
Yeah,
ability or something like that. But with like the 5v5, you don't really have that because it puts more pressure on the tank. Because when you got 6v6, you have an on tank, an off tank. On tank,
mm.
which is your main tank, usually your shield, like your Reinhardts, your Orissas, Sigmas, and for Marvel rivals like Strange, Magneto, ones who can just sit there and just tank it, and they dictate what space you can take.
Yeah,
So you can go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. And main tank's job is really hard. It's one of the hardest in the game
mm.
because a lot of people don't know when to obviously push and stay push or to stay back. A lot of times they just push forward and die and blame everyone else. But
Yeah,
with that 5v5, it puts so much more pressure on that main tank because say you have a diva main tank, she ain't designed to be a main tank. Her whole kit, it's not designed
yeah,
to. Unless you got the defense matrix, but that's only like a quick block a few bullets here and there. But if she tries to go and dive, your backline is completely exposed.
yeah. Because
So
that's the thing with Diva. Because like her main power. So you got the little rockets, if I can remember,
yeah, with the
and
rockets, yeah.
obviously you got the two front.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't do a lot of damage from a certain distance.
Distance, no.
You have to get up and
No,
close to
how
them.
diva works,
That's
that's what
very
I used to
important.
explain to you. You got using like a battering ram.
Yeah,
You got to just go in there, batter them, and get out.
yeah,
Build up your roll, then obviously a roll, pop it over, blow them all up. It's a bit like Scarlet Witch's ult.
yeah,
It's very similar to that. But if she's stuck to a main tank, it's a bit harder. And when she comes out, obviously, when she comes out for the mecha, she's just actual diva, the pilot. Just
yeah.
it's a bit like Hulk. Hulk's a bit the
Yeah, I
same.
was gonna say it's a
Yeah,
little bit
Hulk's,
like that.
and
Yeah,
they can't really do anything.
yeah.
So like you said, it just puts so much pressure. But then when you have 6v6, it sort of takes a lot of pressure off the main tank because he can just focus just sitting there.
Yeah.
And then you have your side tank, your four, just going in, doing a bit of damage, and because I mean, as well, it affected the pro teams in Overwatch
Mm.
because obviously a lot of them built a team around 6v6.
Yeah.
When 5v5 comes out, they had to drop people.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. So obviously, just a word of warning to the people watching.
Mm.
Really didn't play the original Overwatch. So Overwatch 2 was my first Overwatch. So obviously I got used to the 5v5
Mm.
quite quickly. But obviously, as we all know, a lot of people were upset with Overwatch 2 because I understand that there was a lot of broken
Yeah,
promises.
there was loads. There was loads.
Yeah,
Like I
like
used
I
to,
hear the
like, as you can
campaigning.
tell behind me, I have Overwatch Funko Pops. I used to
Yeah.
love Overwatch One. I played it. I don't know how many hours, but a lot of hours. Got myself to diamond. But like you said, the broken promises as well. Like there's supposed to be a story mode where like
Mm.
the characters have perks. They've done little bits in the past.
Yeah.
They've done Halloween events where you had like Jump Rat was Frankenstein and Brodog was his monster, and you had a little mini game where you have to beat them. Then you got
Oh, right.
skins
Okay.
and things like that out of it. But like yeah, it's just, I used to love Overwatch One, especially with 6v6 because as well it's just pure chaos.
Yeah.
It's structured chaos if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because that's what I was going to come on to. So
Mm,
obviously, because with 6v6, you would automatically assume more players equals more chaos.
mm, yeah.
and and that's what people want. It's going to be more fun. Don't get me wrong, it will be more chaotic,
Mm.
but at least then everyone has a chance of doing something
That's
amazing in that
the
game.
thing as well. Say like you have a tank player who's an off tank main. Now
Mm,
they want to stay tank and they get forced to be an on tank, like play your Reinhardts.
yeah.
And like they ain't gonna be as good as someone who's played Reinhardt for like look, one of my good friends, he was a Reinhardt main, that's all he played. Literally, that's all he played was a Reinhardt. Put him on anyone else, he had no clue.
Mm,
No clue. Like if you put him on Diva, didn't know how to play her. Or anything like that. But he was just
yeah.
a Reinhardt main through and through. He played Reinhardt for years, literal years. And oh, an itching. But
That's okay.
that's the thing. Like as well as like the actual like 6v6 is just like one to get more people involved in the game as well because you've got 6 players,
Yeah.
and like it just brings more. If it just brings more to the table because it don't feel like if you watch like yesterday I actually watched a little bit of Overwatch just to refresh myself. It just
Yeah.
looks flat. Like then you go and watch Marvel Rivals, things are going off, ults are going off, everyone's. You go and watch Overwatch 2 now. It's just like everything's a bit flat. There's no
Yeah.
like chaos going in. It's just like two teams sitting there poking each other,
Yeah.
farming ults until they get the ults.
Yeah.
Then whoever gets ulted wins basically.
Yeah. Also, just want to say thank you to Dark Pacific as well for the follow and
Oh,
the sub with Prime as well. Thank you ever so much.
okay.
Really do appreciate it.
That's going in the pot.
Um,
That is.
That is going in the pot. Thank you ever so much, buddy. Um, no, one thing that I noticed. So I understand that with the old Overwatch, because I can remember watching my younger brother play. There was the loot box system.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people didn't like it because it was classed as gambling.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now, did you have to purchase the loot
No.
boxes or did you
You,
earn them?
you can earn them through a bit leveling up.
All right,
You
okay.
can literally level up and get free loot boxes. Like most majority of skins I had on Overwatch, I got for free.
Because were they? Could you have duplicates then?
If you got duplicates, yeah, they would give you like credits.
Ah,
So
right,
like
okay.
you go to a credit thing and you can like use them because like, you could buy skins, but you could earn credits to unlock skins as well back in the day.
Yeah.
So you can always just like build them up. Like you didn't have to go and buy the loot boxes. I admit I
Oh,
did sometimes. Don't get wrong,
yeah. But
but
at least you had
majority,
the option then.
yeah, because you had the option, and if you just leveled up, you earn them every. I can't remember the levels top there, but you earn them through the game. Then you can unlock loads of skins. So at one point I had nearly every tracer skin, and I'm pretty sure I didn't buy one.
Yeah,
Didn't buy one.
because that's the thing. Because I miss the days where, and obviously this is just showing our age, where
Mm.
you play a game just by playing it, you would earn
Yeah.
incentives. You would earn new skins, new weapon skins, new characters, stuff like that. And it just feels like, especially in the gaming industry now, that's sort of taken away, and it's like a pay to win or
Well,
pay to grind.
that's the thing as well. Like a battle pass. I didn't know Marvel Rivals had a battle pass until a week into the game.
I didn't know either until you
Didn't know.
pointed it
Didn't know
out.
until literally you load Overwatch 2 up.
Mm,
First thing that comes out is battle pass, and you're like automatically
yeah,
doing it. Like they everything you do goes to the battle pass.
yeah,
Marvel Rivals, I didn't know there was a battle pass until literally a week later. And I see the season thing, there was a battle pass. And it's only like a
yeah,
tenner as well.
yeah,
So it's not like loads.
yeah.
And you get
Because
some really good skins.
yeah, I was going to count the skins because
Mm.
the skins on Marvel Rivals, um, they are really good, really, really good.
Especially Invisible Woman one.
Yes, they know what they're doing. They
Yeah, but that's
really
the thing though, they actually tamed that one down. If you actually go and
have a look at the
actually
comic.
look at the comics, it's 10 times worse. She's
Yeah.
barely wearing nothing. So
But yeah, like even some of these skins, like they're really well
mm,
designed, very well structured. But then you have a look at Overwatches. Don't get me wrong, there's some nice skins there, but please correct me if I misheard this. But I heard that a lot of the skins that was in Overwatch 1 that were free, you now have to
yeah,
purchase
you
in
do. Yeah,
Overwatch 2.
yeah, you can pay. You have to
That's
pay them for them.
ridiculous.
Yeah, because like I don't know how much my account's worth. Like if I go and sell my account, I'll probably get a few £100 because I've got skins where I got for free. But a lot of them I've got for free. Loose show skins, mercy skins. Some skins I'm pretty sure you don't even get anymore.
Yeah. Apparently, the chat can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Why is this happening? I'll let you continue to talk and I'll see if I can fix this now.
But yeah, like obviously a lot of the skins used to be free. Like I said, I had nearly every Tracer skin and I didn't buy one. Didn't buy one. Like I got all literally through loot boxes. And like today, like a lot of skins that are like how old's Overwatch? 10 years. I think it's about been like 10 years now, isn't it? Overwatch. About that. That
Yeah.
10 years old and they want people to pay for. It's to me it just don't sit right because they made Overwatch 2 like an absolute cash grab. That's what they done. By
Yeah.
literally throwing the battle pass in you and say, oh, you want this old skin that people literally got for free years ago, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to pay for.
Yeah. Chat, can you hear me now?
Please hold while we have technical issues.
Oh, jeez. Why is this happening now? It was fine last time. I am incredibly sorry for the viewers. Right. Let me have a look. This is why we can't have nice
Oh,
things.
that's it, yeah. This is why we ain't got a proper studio.
Yeah. How about this now? Does that work? Hopefully that sort of fixed it. There we go. There we go. It should be fine. Like this should be fine for because obviously Metal as well is recording this through his OBS, so hopefully this should be fine on his end. But yes, right. Um, right, where were we? It was uh the skins aspect, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
cost of the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very personally. I find it very scummy.
Oh yeah,
Some
100%.
I know there's very few people out there that don't mind it. They're like, oh, that's like a retro old skin, so I'm willing to buy it. But I think you're sort of adding to the issue
Yeah,
because you're showing like, oh wait, this individual, well,
well,
these
once it,
individuals are
yeah.
happy, so oh, we'll bring it these other
Mm.
old skins and probably charge double.
It's more for like the older players, like because obviously we're used to like the loot boxes, getting skins that we didn't have to pay for free, blah blah blah. When you get new players who never played Overwatch 1, and
Yeah,
they go into Overwatch 2, and then they see all these skins that you have to pay for. They didn't know better. They
No,
didn't know. Literally, you just done loot boxes, and like, with loot boxes, adds a bit more fun, adds a bit of risk.
it does.
Because sometimes, like, you get a loot box, you open it up, you get a legendary skin. You get like a legendary skin. It's like, yeah, fuck me, yeah, let's go, let's do it again. But like, and again, this to me, it's just one of the biggest cash grabs I've seen in a long time. Because they
Yeah,
know that it was because again the 5v5 thing. I think of what really killed Overwatch personally for me.
yeah,
Really
yeah.
killed it.
I just found like when I played Overwatch 2, so like I used to watch my younger brother play Overwatch 1, and he was
Mm,
really good. I think he was like the top, I think it was like 500 for Lucio or something like that.
mm,
Um, and he loved the game, absolutely loved it. But then when I played Overwatch 2, like any game is fun with friends, but when I played Overwatch 2, I physically couldn't understand why everyone enjoyed the previous one, but after
mm.
hearing that the previous one was 6v6,
Yeah, it's 10
and
times better. It's a whole
yeah,
different game. It's a whole different game.
and that's probably why when we play Marvel Rivals,
Mm.
we always have a good time,
Yeah, and
even if we lose.
like
It's
I
always a
said,
good time.
we're not because I was very skeptical on Marvel Rivals, especially being third person. I don't really like third person shoots that much.
Mm,
But the more I played it, and it actually third person really suits that sort of genre. Because
yeah,
especially
100%.
being a healer, you can see everything going around you, and you can react a
Yeah,
lot quicker. Obviously, first person is a bit harder, but when you're in third person, it to me it makes the game flow. It feels a lot more fluent when you're playing it.
and you feel like you're more in control
Yeah,
as well.
this
Because
feels the flow, like everything, even like the aiming aspect of like better.
yeah, yeah, aiming aspect is fantastic, and it's like for me, I'm a simpleton.
Mm,
I always try and go for the easy route,
mm.
especially with like these type of games. And like I personally play Scarlet Witch. She's probably one of the easier ones to play because all I have to do is hold left click.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Similarities.
it's handy.
It's the same as like Sumitra back in the day. She was the
Yeah,
same. You just sort of hold left click and. But it's well like with a ult's not easy to use because
no,
as soon as they hear it, everyone's gonna focus you.
yeah,
So
yeah. Like I've been lucky.
if your healer ain't clicked on, seeing your ult and keeping you alive, you're gonna
Yeah,
obviously die in like seconds.
and that's another thing as well. So a lot of the alts that's in Marvel Rivals, I haven't seen one alt that's like I'll never use that again. Every alt that I've seen so far has been quite
Good,
viable.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure nearly every. Obviously, you got your sort of like really good
Oh, you
heroes
got
on there.
ones that's better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Moon Knight for example. Like he recently got buffed though,
yeah,
but then again, you can pick out any DPS and do well.
yeah,
Like
100%.
any DPS, because also you got your structure in your DPS because you got a lot of DPS are better at other things. Like Moon Knight's not like a flank DPS. He's the
No,
one that sits up high, gets his little unk feeding down and just does massive amounts of damage. Where you
yeah,
play like Psylocke, she's more of like get on the sides and pester, 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 those sort of things. But yeah, they're like every ult I see, and nearly every ult's got a counter as well. You know,
yes,
you got a
yeah,
fireable counter, like, and what I like, and all the healers actually do damage.
yes.
They
They do
actually do
do
damage.
serious damage as
Like
well. Some of them.
Mantis does an incredible amount of damage.
Yeah,
Cloak and Dagger does as well.
yeah. Um, and a lot of alts as well sort of go well together,
Mm.
and you can sort of synergy like Groot alt that can
It
basically
go with
KO
anything, literally
anything.
anything. The only one I wouldn't do it with is probably Jeff's. There's
You
a
could use it for
You
Jess though,
could,
couldn't you?
but Groot's ult also damages. So if you do Jeff's on top, you're going to take him out the damage.
Yeah,
But it's say like, if you want to throw 5 people off the map, you can just quickly do it. But
yeah,
yeah, Groot's like one of the best tanks. Even Strange, like I'll say the meta.
yeah. Strange is unbelievably strong, and I do
And
like these.
I think he's one of the best designed characters I've seen in a game.
Yes, with the whole
The
portal
portal
stuff,
thing's insane.
I think it's phenomenal.
It's insane.
Whoever sort of thought of that and
Mm.
actually nailed it. Fucking,
It's
you
insane.
need to pat yourself on the back.
And also,
It's
like,
done so
good
well.
strangers will count with strange portals with their portal. So
Yeah,
once they do a portal, they put their portal on top, so they can't
yeah,
come through. So it's just like an infinite loop, or you can set it up so everyone falls off the map, or you can set
yeah,
it up so where you can have an angle so your DPS can shoot.
yeah.
And as well, Strange can block his own ult.
Can he?
Yeah. So if you've got two strangers, obviously one the enemy team, one the team, if he goes to do his ult, you can use
Mm.
your stranger's shield to block it because it's line of sight. Yeah, that's how his ult
Yeah.
works. So you can just block it.
Ah,
So
right.
he
Okay.
can counter himself. But when it actually comes to design, I think like Stranger's again one of the best because
Yeah.
he may seem really overpowered, but he can be countered. Like Physical Woman's ult counters him.
Yeah.
Just put it on top, he can't
Well,
do
her
anything.
because her alt sort of, well, it does counter an awful lot
Hmm.
of line of sight
Yeah.
alts.
Yeah, she's a line of sight ult killer because
Mm.
as soon as you put that up, obviously you can't see no one unless you
Yeah.
physically in there, and they're all actually heals as well at the same time.
Yeah. Crimson just said, well, Overwatch 2 got caught removing skins from people. 3 of my skins were missing when I
Yeah,
logged into
yeah.
Overwatch 2.
I've had a lot of people had skins missing that are gone.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I had that as well.
ridiculous.
A lot of people had the missing skins and that. I never looked through mine fully. I might have.
Mm.
I might have some skins you probably can't get anymore. I might have
Yeah.
even gone. Like I got some old like pro skins that come out for Genji and like Diva and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know you can get them anymore, but these come out in like 2017, I think.
Yeah.
2018. I think it's 2018. I think these specific skins, but yeah, I've heard that people missing skins and
That's ridiculous. Another character design I think they nailed as well, and everyone loves it.
mm,
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah, yeah,
Jeff is an adorable dog shark. He's a shog or a
mm,
dark. I don't know how you want to say it, but he is the cutest bloody thing. And he's a really good healer.
mm.
He has a semi decent attack. Like, don't get me wrong, it's
Oh
not the
yeah, he can do
strongest, but
damage, Jeff. He can do damage. So
yeah,
that's what I like as
but
well. Like the healers don't feel useless.
yeah,
Like you can like some healers can 1v1
mm,
depending on the character, but a lot of them can 1v1, which I like.
yeah,
I like that because in Overwatch there's a lot of healers. Like you can 1v1 a lot of people.
yeah,
Like with some healers, you can 1v1 tanks. It depends how good you are of them. Don't get me wrong,
yeah, yeah, of
but
course,
it depends how
yeah,
good you are. But usually, like a 4 or something, just run you down. But with Overwatch, like you're saying, Lucio, like Lucio's. Like I used to be a Lucio main a long time ago,
yeah,
and usually if you come 1v1 against someone, you lose because he's a team healer. He needs to be
yeah,
in the team, constantly healing, and because he does do decent damage, but then again, you got to try and hit him with it.
yeah.
But like what I like on Cloak and Dagger, their attacks are actually auto aim.
All right,
You
okay,
still got aim. You still got aim in
yeah,
a
yeah,
general direction, but like Cloaks, um, they're like similar to Moria from Overwatch.
right, okay, yeah,
Where you got to find the balance between healing and damage. Cloak does the damage, Dagger does the healing.
yeah,
But she's one of the better healers because her healing's pretty much auto. You don't need to like go crazy with the aim. As long as you're in that general direction, it go to them.
yeah,
Same as her attacks. Like she's really good for Iron Mans and all those flying ones because you just look up and throw them. They don't do a lot of
yeah,
damage though, because that's the balance of it as
yeah,
well. Because her actual damage is not that good, but
mm,
that's why you got cloak. So if they come in close, then you can do the damage.
yeah. Because that's the thing. So obviously, when we first played Rivals, Marvel Rivals, I think we all said that 100% they've sort of taken ideas from Overwatch
Oh yeah,
and then
bound to
sort of,
happen.
yeah, and
Mm,
obviously twist it then to make it their own.
mm.
For example, for me, Scarlet Witch is like a mixture of Diva and is it Moira?
Moira, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think it's just like, yeah, they've got the ideas from Overwatch, but the way that they've twisted it and made it their own, I think it's better. I think it's
They
much
just
much
polished it
better.
better. They've
Yeah,
literally They've literally just polished it better.
Yeah,
Because obviously a lot of people say they've took this from Overwatch, but then again, every game copies each other.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and they
Every
put
game.
their own spin on it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
every first person shooter copies every battle royale copies each other. It's
Mm.
bound to happen. You know what I mean? But it basically does it the best. Who polishes the better? Because it may be similar, but it's different as well.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
see the similarities a lot. The characters, but they still stand out as their own.
Yeah.
Like Moon Knight, as I was thinking. Like I haven't played Overwatch 2 in a long time, but I can't think any Overwatch character. I had a brain fart then that plays like him because he does more damage, not actually aiming at people.
Mm.
Because when he fires his little unk thing down the cross, that's what
Yeah.
you got to aim at, and that's where you do the mass amounts of damage. Like I don't know if there's any other Overwatch character that's designed that way.
No.
I'm pretty sure he's his own design,
Original
his
sort
own
of thing.
original
Yeah.
design. Because
And well, Strange is
yeah,
1,000% original.
yeah,
Like
I still can't get
just
over
to
the
be able,
portal.
yeah, just to be able to comprehend that someone was able to design such a thing,
Mm,
and it's not even broken, it's not flawed, like it's so incredibly well designed. And like being able, like for example, you could set up as soon as the game starts, you could set up a portal right as you start,
mm.
and then have a portal directly facing down onto the enemy players, and to set up like a sort of sniper's nest in some
Yeah,
sense is phenomenal.
like Sumitra, there's like she had a sort of similar thing where you could set it up and people could walk off.
Right, okay.
Like she had like a similar thing, but that's all you could do. Like you
could
couldn't.
you could you physically see in there though?
No, no, you walked
No.
in it and you come out the other end.
Ah, right,
But
okay.
you just be able to set it up in a way. As soon as they come out spawn, they walk in it, they fall off
Yeah,
and all that sort of thing. Because you couldn't really tell which way is which. Because like
yeah.
you can go off, but like strangest one's insane. Like
Mm.
I sort of can't get like mechanically well it plays, and how much options it offers. You don't have to use it as an actual TP,
Yeah, you don't.
and you can use it
You,
defensively as well. Like I said, like, when other strangers do their TPs, you can put yours on it,
yeah,
and they can't come through. You can sell it up so as they come through, they drop through yours and go off the map. It's honestly, it's one of the best. I ain't seen a character that well designed in a long time.
no. Um, I did laugh. I streamed Marvel Rivals a little while ago, and I was streaming it solo.
Mm,
And I can't remember what map it was. But in one of the games, we had a strange, and they set up a portal from where they spawned, and then obviously off the map,
mm.
and you just see the you just see the kill feed just
Okay,
go.
yep.
Doosh, 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 doosh. But I must admit, Marvel Rivals compared to Overwatch 2, obviously that's the only Overwatch I can compare it to. That's the only one
Honestly,
I
I'd
played.
say Marvel
Is
Rivals is probably better than Overwatch One.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely more polished game, like overall.
Do you think it's more balanced as well, or
I mean, Overwatch One had a lot of broken stuff.
yeah?
A lot of broken stuff. Yeah, like Road Dogg used to be able to one shot any character less than 250 health, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so he like
Oh, was that with the hook thing? Was
yeah,
it or?
hook. He used to hook. Well, if they had 200 health, there's one shot by hook and shot. If they had
Mm.
250 health, you hook them, shoot in the melee, and you'd
Oh,
one shot
right.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, then you'll one shot them. Like Rodog was broken at one stage, and he's big, tanky, and he was so hard to kill. Like, if you
Yeah.
didn't really have a Reaper back that day, like he could just do whatever he wants. I do admit I was a Rodog main at one stage. I do admit that. And like, you just go off the side, get the healer,
Yeah.
bang, get the other one, bang. If you could hit your hooks, you solo win the game.
Yeah.
Like solo win the game. But yeah, then they changed it where you couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Now, obviously, with Overwatch 2, I've dabbled in the whole rank system. And obviously, we've now dabbled in the Marvel Rivals rank
Mm.
system. Personally, I prefer Marvels. I
Yeah,
find it
I'll do.
easier.
I'll do.
I find it easier to understand. Even the cues are actually all right. And
Yeah, like
well,
three
that's
second
another thing.
cubes.
Yeah, the 3 second cues,
Mm.
that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Even in ranked,
Mm.
I find that ridiculous. Um, but like when I used to play Overwatch 2, I could be queuing between 5 minutes to 15 minutes. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
See, this is where we sort of go into the role queue versus no role queue.
Mm.
Because obviously Overwatch, first off, never used to have it. It used to be open.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, never used to have it. Like sometimes you can have 6 road dogs running around, literally. Like you had some fun. You did have some funny games where you have like 6 road dogs just running around, and then later on they introduce role queue. But everyone and their mother wants to play DPS,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why there's like 15-minute queues if you want to play DPS, because no one wants to play tank or healer.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a DPS main. Like when I first started Overwatch, I was a DPS main. Then I started going into like off tank, sort of like Diva. I played a lot of Diva, a lot of Road Dog, a little
Yeah.
bit of Reinhardt here and there. Then I got fed up not getting healed, so I went into healer, and that's when from healer I got myself to diamond.
Mm.
And like going to talk about the rank system, you used to lose more than you won.
Yeah.
So it took ages to rank up. It took me a long time to get a diamond, I would say that. And then when I hit diamond, I was like, yeah, I can't bother to play this anymore. It took
Just
so long.
exhausted.
It took so long. It looked so
Yeah.
long to rank up. When I was playing Marvel Rivals, I lost 3 games in a row, and I didn't D rank.
Yeah, no,
Didn't D rank.
it was like when we
Yeah.
played. I think we were because we just started the rank, and I think it
Mm.
was silver 2. I think we was at,
Yeah.
and yeah, we lost 3 games in a row. Didn't D rank. We
No.
lost a bit of progression. Don't get me wrong, but we didn't D rank. Like I used to play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege,
Mm.
and you would play one game. If you win, you get like 21 plus experience. But if you lost, you lose 100. So trying to rank up that old way, it was ridiculously bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I do prefer it because it's a bit more lenient, and you can actually make progress.
Yes.
It's a little bit of mine playing League of Legends, and I'm stuck at Iron 3, keep getting demoted. I know Iron 3 not good. I'm not that good, but I keep
Yeah.
literally the last, I don't know, 15, 16 games have been win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So I keep going promoted, demoted, promoted, demoted, literally for the last
It's
like
like a
2
game of
days.
tug of war.
Literally last 2 days, I keep winning one, losing one, or I win 2, lose 2. I literally at the moment I can't make any progress. I
Yeah.
literally can't. It's getting a little bit
Stuck
annoying.
in limbo.
Literally, I'm stuck in like that limbo. All needs a
Yeah.
nice good winning streak and I'll get out, but that's
Yeah.
a different thing. But I do prefer that sort of system. It's a bit more lenient. A
Yeah.
bit more lenient, so you can, like, especially at the lower, because then you can get up and sort of like get past the like the ranks.
Yeah.
A bit pulling. Then you can get actually into the proper ranks where you can actually have real fun games, because it just takes ages otherwise. Because a lot of people as well, they obviously they have jobs, like
Mm.
they work. They don't have time to sit there for 10 hours and try and
Yeah.
grind a rank. They may
Well, I know
have
I
it.
don't.
Yeah, like you may have any time for like 2 or 3 hours, and
Yeah.
like, if you're playing 2 3 hours, you're gonna do a little bit of ranked, and you're making no progress. You're gonna lose interest. Because
Yeah.
and even on the weekend, like obviously you still got things to do. Maybe you got kids, blah blah blah, all that. So it allows people to actually like who got obviously jobs and all this who don't get paid to play the games to actually rank up and get up to the sort of higher ranks without
Mm.
having to sit there for hours on end grind. Don't get me wrong,
And
when you get
grind,
up
yeah.
when you get up to the high end, like the Eternal and like Celeste and like one above all, that's like top 500. And yeah, you obviously
Yeah.
have to grind it, but I mean, most casual player ain't gonna get up there.
No.
You know what I mean? They want to get to like high gold, platinum, maybe even diamond,
Yeah.
without actually grinding too much. Well, like, when you play like Overwatch 1, it took me months to go from platinum to diamond. I ain't joking either. It took a long time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I hit diamond, I hit it like 2 hours before the season closed. Like, no joke. I think it's about 2 hours. And I've got over by like 3 points, like 3 or 4
Yeah.
points. And I was like, yeah, I ain't playing no games. But like, to sort of go back to the roll queue and no roll queue,
Yeah.
I was very like when I first started playing Marvel Rivals, I was very oh, this game needs a roll queue. It needs it.
Mm.
More I played, and I'm thinking
It doesn't.
it don't really need it. Like
No.
a lot of people now are actually wanting to play healer. Not so
Yeah.
much tank. Don't get me wrong. There's still not that many tank players, but a lot of people want to play healer. Sometimes
Mm.
I actually got to play DPS because I lock
Yeah.
in and there's three healers. I'm like, all right then, all right then.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Makes your life easier.
I'll play a little bit of DPS if I have to. You know what I mean?
um, Another thing as well, why I think Marvel's is doing so well is, at some point we were all kids. We all had our favorite
Mm,
superhero, and it's sort of stuck with us throughout the years. And being able to play a game like the game came out with what 30 odd
yeah,
heroes,
about
36 something like.
30. Yeah, about that 36, 35 around that area.
Yeah. Yeah, and being able to like play as your favorite superhero, even like the ones like the hardcore comic
Mm,
book people that you know know way more than me and you could
yeah.
ever comprehend.
Mm.
Like there's some heroes in there that we've never heard of, um, and
No,
being able to sort of play your childhood hero,
yeah.
it makes you feel like that kid again in some sense.
And like you said, like see all the other characters. I never like Squirrel Girl. Never heard of her. But
Never,
she
I've never
she
heard
got
of her.
first released in like, in 1996, I think, in a comic.
Yeah,
Like she's been around for like 30 years.
I've never
Never
heard
heard
of
of her. Like
her.
Penny Parker. Like Penny Parker. I think she's from the Spider universe.
Yeah.
And like all these other characters, like Moon Knight. I'll start watching like Marvel things quite a while ago. So I'm like, a little bit
Yeah.
out of touch. But yeah, like Luna Snow, never heard of.
Mm.
Cloak and Dagger heard of because they done a TV show not too long ago, didn't they? About Cloak and Dagger,
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I've never heard of it. No.
I'm pretty sure. What else have I never heard of? There's a few on there now
Yeah.
that I've never even heard of. And think, but that's good though. And as well, it's like where it's Marvel, they have literally unlimited resources to bring any character they want in.
Yeah.
Because Marvel's been going for what 50, 60 years.
God knows. And the
Something
best
like
thing
that.
is they've brought out. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, they've brought out the more because they brought out like Spider Man, Hulk,
Mm.
Thor, Loki, Magneto,
And so
stuff
what
like that.
Crimson said that Deadpool. They had Deadpool in
Yes.
yet. How
Yeah.
massive that's going to be when Deadpool comes into the game.
Oh, mate, I'm 100% playing
Mm.
Deadpool. If he's got voice lines, I'm
Yeah,
100%
yeah, of
playing it.
course he have, and he's going to have some
Yeah.
goofy ass. Oh, you know that for a fact. It's going to
Oh,
be really.
100%.
Yeah.
But the thing I like as well, they haven't sort of separated the heroes to the villains. They've
Mm.
sort of just kept it like, look, Magneto tank, he's in the tank
Mm.
section, and you can have a mixture of heroes
Yeah.
and villains in the same team. And the cool thing is as well that I love, if you play a certain hero, you can have like a passive ability if you pair it with a certain
Yeah.
hero as well. So
Yeah.
it gives you
Team up
more
abilities.
incentive.
Yeah. Team up
Yeah,
abilities. Yeah.
it gives you more incentive,
Mm.
and it might potentially even give you the upper hand as well, which I think is a great little
It
feature. I
gives
don't
you
know if
it gives
Overwatch
you
had it.
your own team the choice to buff yourself.
Yeah,
Basically, it gives you the choice to say, right, do you want to buff yourself or not? Basically, sometimes a
yeah,
lot of people just do it. Like I play a lot of Cloak and Dagger,
mm,
and nearly every game there's a Moon Knight, and that's there you go.
mm,
I get 15% more healing bonus. So
yeah. You're laughing.
yeah, same as like Luna Snow. She goes with what's his name? Namor. I think Namor. He's like
Mm,
the Aquaman of Marvel, basically,
yeah,
and she goes with Jeff as well. So you can two healers actually buff each other. So you can have Jeff and
mm,
Luna Snow, and then Jeff can go with Groot. So you can have Luna Snow, Jeff, Groot.
yeah,
Then you can have Rocket on top. Well, if you can have three healers, so you can have Rocket, who can go with Punisher and Winter Soldier, who can also
mm,
go with Groot. So it's like
yeah. It's
it's
phenomenal.
yeah, because what Rocket does with Punisher, you can give him infinite ammo,
Yeah,
so you can just keep firing, 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 firing.
yeah,
So yeah, like on the actual team up ability thing, like you can go through all the chart and see it, which is just crazy. How many combinations you can actually have? It's
yeah.
insane.
Did Overwatch have anything like that? I assume not, but
Uh, trying to think. No, I don't think so. Like you didn't get in-game buffs from what I remember. No, you didn't get no
mm,
in-game buffs because it's like Junkrat and Road Dogg were a team. Like if you go by
yeah,
law, they were a team. So if you put those two together, you didn't get no buffs or anything like that.
Yeah, you're just doing it for the
Yeah,
law.
you just done it because to fill the law. There's loads of ones like
But even with Marvel
Cassidy.
Rival,
Well, he was called McCree, but he's not called McCree
yeah,
anymore. Um, Cassidy and Ash, they're like ex gang members of each other and all this, and like there is lore in Overwatch, but like there's no in the actual in depth of like the team ups, which
yeah,
I think is a great another great mechanic because you can choose the buff yourself
yeah,
if you want
and
to.
it's funny as well because like with the team ups in Marvel Rivals, they make sense
Mm,
because like a lot of them, like for example, Guardians of the Galaxy, you've got Groot, Rocket, Star Lord, Mantis, stuff like that, and if you team them all up, like they belong. It's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy lore, and it's also now part of Marvel Rivals lore.
mm.
It's
That's the thing as well. Like Thanos is not even in the game yet.
yeah, he's not even in the game yet.
Obviously, he's going to be a tank, and his ult's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
going to click, and he's going to kill everyone. But the game just ends. But like,
yeah,
is it like when you're talking about even characters are not even introduced yet? Like
yeah,
even major ones like Thanos, not even in the game.
yeah.
All the other
Because you
one, the
can
Guardians Galaxy. What's his name?
hmm?
Ronan. Like the first Guardians Galaxy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Ronan. Yeah,
Ronan. Like people like him, not even in the game
yeah,
yet.
yeah. Because he had the I can't remember which stone it
And
was. I
what's
think
the
it was
other
the Reality.
Guardians Galaxy? Gamora. Is it
Gamora.
Gamora?
Yeah,
Gamora.
yeah they haven't got Gamora yet. They haven't. Even, I don't think they've got. I can never remember her name, but she was Gamora's sister.
Oh
In some
yeah, I know
sense,
you're
she
on
had
about.
all
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know you're on
yeah.
about. Yeah.
They haven't got it, but they haven't got like even sub villains yet. They can always
No.
implement like Ant Man, for example. They
Yeah.
haven't got Ant Man
Ant Man.
yet.
Yep.
They've got such yeah. They haven't got Drax either. Thank you, Kicks. Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah. Drax. Yep.
Um, they've got such a strong foundation. Even releasing
Even
36 heroes.
even like people from Fall's universe, like
Yeah,
Heimdall and things like that, and like
yeah.
all the other ones that was in the Fall series.
Mm. I just think what they've done, like even being able to release 36 heroes, that brings out so much potential because people when you bring out a game that people are willing to learn and willing to
Mm,
sort of spend time and invest that time, when you bring out 36 heroes, people are gonna at least attempt to play all
yeah,
36 and just find which one suits their play style the best. And I think that's why there's so many players
and as
in
well,
there.
like what Crimson said, Blade. A lot of people don't realize Blade
Blade's Marvel,
is
yeah,
Marvel. A lot of people don't realize Blade is Marvel. They could even bring Blade into the game.
yeah,
They got so much. Like this, no joke. This could be the next big game. Like what
100%.
Fortnite was, the Apex was the one stage. Like this could be the next big competitive shooter because they've already started like the esports. No doubt there's going to be professional.
Oh,
You're going
100%.
to see the Team Optic, Liquid,
Mm,
FaZe. I mean, you're going to see all those teams. But you know, on
100%.
January because when I first see Marvel Rivals, I thought, oh, here we go, another one of these games.
Another clone, yeah.
They're going to rest on their laurels being Marvel, and people are going to play it because it's Marvel. So when I
Because
actually
like I
played
said
it,
to you, it's actually a decent game when I first played it.
because I had doubts. Because usually when
Yeah,
you get games like this, they're usually terrible.
yeah.
But when I actually played it, I was actually shocked. I was actually impressed.
Because
Genuinely
they had
impressed.
because there was another version of Overwatch. Well, an Overwatch clone. It was Paladins, I think it was called.
Paladins, yeah, yeah, Paladins, yeah.
That didn't do too well,
No,
from what I remember.
no. I remember my first three games of that. I went deathless for three games in a row. Then literally stopped playing it because it was just like it was Overwatch clone. Even
Yeah,
down to the champs, it's Overwatch.
mm,
Literally Overwatch.
yeah. Um, Maps. What do you think of the map design? I
Oh,
personally, I think they're lovely to look
and
at.
the destructible environment in Marvel Rivals adds so much to the game. Adds
It's
so
so
much.
cool.
Literally, like, because say you got a Moon Knight up high,
Mm.
you could just take it away from him.
Yeah, you can. You
You
did
could just
fall
take it away
underneath
from
them.
him, or you can make little like holes in the wall. So as they come
Yeah,
around, you can shoot them through them and that. Like honestly, I think it's incredible how they done that.
yeah. It's a
Like,
nice touch.
and all, like the
I always find
maps,
it satisfying breaking stuff as
yeah,
well.
and like the maps flow like quite well as well.
Mm,
They do flow quite well. Obviously, it's very because obviously it's going to be choke points because it's that type of game. It's always going to be
yeah,
choke points, but even the choke points don't feel impossible to get off. Because there was some choke points in Overwatch, the original one, where if you had a Bastion, you ain't getting through. Like, if they had
Yeah.
a Bastion, because Bastion used to be. I used to hate Bastion. To me, it was the most overpowered bleep bleep in Overwatch. And because what they done with Bastion, right?
He wasn't too bad in Overwatch 2, like from what I went up against.
Like, he used to just delete anyone, like especially
Yeah.
Reinhardt. If he walked out, shield gone, he's dead. And what they done, they went, yeah, he's not really performing. So what we're gonna do is make him so he can heal and move at the same time. Because Bastion couldn't. He used to be able to heal, but he couldn't move.
Right,
But
okay. So
now
they've
he could. Like, he could heal in his thing, then get out and move and heal. And it's like, was it no in the gun he couldn't heal as well? Yeah, in the gun, I'm pretty sure.
oh, when he became like that
Yeah,
sort of
I was pretty
minigun
sure.
thing.
Could he heal? Can't remember top of my head, but anyway, like if you didn't dive the Bastion, but then again, if you got Bastion in your team,
Yeah, you're laughing.
they're going to defend him because he just deletes everyone. And
Yeah.
his ult was crazy because obviously they changed it when it comes. I think it's a mortar now. It comes like a mortar.
Yeah,
He just comes
that's
like a
how I
cannon,
remember.
come round and just one tap everyone.
Oh, right.
He
I
used to
never
drive
knew
around
that.
like a cannon and just kill everyone. Literally kill everyone. The
Yeah,
Bastion was
that was a
so
good sound
broken.
effect as well, mate.
He was so broken, and
Yeah.
they don't know. I had like PTSD from against Bastions. No joke. And those choke points. Because
Yeah.
again, like, if you didn't have your divers, you wouldn't get them through. And
Yeah.
6v6 allowed that. Because then you can have your divers. You have usually what you had to do is get your tank diver, get on him, and have your DPS diver on him as well.
Yeah.
But if he's getting pocketed by a Mercy, yeah, good luck. That's another thing with Marvel Rivals I really like.
Mm.
You don't have to watch play of the game. You
Yes.
don't have to
Being
watch it.
forced to watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Because there was a
And
time in Overwatch 1,
mm.
every play of the game for months was just Mercy resin 5 people. That's all
Yeah.
it was for months. That's all you watched. It's literally a Mercy hiding in the bush or corner, wait for their team to die, come flying out, res the whole team again, they wipe everyone. Well, they changed Mercy where she can only res one person.
Yeah.
But you were forced to watch that for months. Literally, that's what it was. Like
Yeah.
Reaper could do like a sick play, jump down, kill 4 people. No, play the game, Mercy, resin 5 people. And it's like, oh, right, cool.
And I think the really nice touch as well is like, yeah, like you said, you're not forced to watch.
And you can watch
Um,
everyone's individual highlight as well.
yes, yeah, yeah,
I love that aspect because say like you can see, oh, what did this guy do? He didn't do nothing. You can watch highlight. Oh, actually, he got a triple kill. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He actually did his part. You know what I
And
mean? Oh, I love
you
that.
can send a recognition as well,
Mm.
which is nice. Um, but yeah, I do like the aspect that you're not forced to watch anything. But it's nice that you can still see who gets MVP.
Mm.
But again, like you said, you can choose whose highlight you want to watch. And just see what they've done, and yeah, I think again is a nice touch. It's not something that you're forced to watch.
No, no.
It's down to you.
Because, like I said, like for months, that's all you watched was Mercy resin 5 people. And it's like you had to sit there and say, cool. Well, like, you
Yeah.
do play yourself. You do like you get like a triple or a quad, and you're like, yeah, it's gonna be play of the game. Comes up, Mercy, yeah, he res 5 people. Great, fantastic. Literally no jokes for months or even
Yeah.
years. I can't remember when they changed Mercy, but it was like it would, yeah. Especially you watch the pro scene. Like I used to watch a lot of pro Overwatch because I was really into it. That's all it was. Play the game was Mercy res 5 people. That was it.
Yeah. No. But yeah, I like with the maps as well, just to bring it back to the maps. There's one map I personally dislike, not because of the visual, because I think the visuals in every map are great. But for me, it's just every time I play on this map, I know I'm gonna get my backside handed to me. It's one of the Asgard maps.
Right.
With when you have to walk up the stairs, turn left, turn
Oh
back
yeah,
right,
yeah, I
and
know,
it's got
yeah,
that pillar thing in the middle.
I
That
don't
map
know, yeah.
grinds my gears. I look at it, I'm like, oh, this map again.
That one is hard to win on. It is hard
It
to win
is.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really win a lot on that map either.
No.
It's quite hard to win on that one.
But other than that, all the maps, like even that map, to be honest, visually they're stunning.
Yeah, they are.
The amount of destruction you can do is amazing.
Hmm.
Like you mentioned, if Moon Knight is on top, you can
Hmm.
just hit the flooring out of him
Yeah, yeah,
from
literally, you can
underneath
just
him,
take it
and
away.
it changes the game.
Mm. Because then
It's
it
brilliant.
stops like people like because sometimes like in Overwatch 1 you get like a widow get a spot or a jump rat and you can't and they used to hide and you couldn't really deal with it unless you sent
Yeah,
someone up there. And this you don't need to if they're up there you can just destroy it
yeah,
while you're moving. And that's what I like as well with the point. Like say
yeah.
you do and push the objective. You don't have to actually be on it for it to move.
No,
Obviously it goes slow, but like
yeah, yeah,
in Overwatch, you had to be on it. Like someone had to be on it, otherwise it just didn't move and
yeah.
it slowed you.
I I think that's I think that is a really nice feature with Marvel Rivals that if you capture the objective, obviously depending on what game mode you play, but if it's that specific one where you have to take the said vehicle to whatever, um, you don't have to be on it, so you can
No,
constantly push and just keep pushing the opposite team. Um, but then you run the risk then of like a Venom or
well
something
that did happen
diving.
to me the other week where my team got a bit too excited because
Yeah.
we was defending. We got to the point where we pushed them right back to their spawn,
Mm.
but I can't remember who it was. But anyway, one of theirs stuck round and sat on the point thing. Sat there for about I don't know 30 seconds and pushed it to the second point. Then we all realised, oh, no one's on it. But yeah, the things
Yeah.
that could happen if you're not watching it happened a lot in Overwatch. Like a lot of
Mm.
sometimes you could sneak around because like Lucio was good at it because there's some
Yeah.
because he used to be able to like get on the walls and like get
Yeah.
around like certain areas. And if they push you right, you can just send Lucio on it and just sit on it.
Well, when I used to play Overwatch, I used to like playing that woman that could hack things, and she
Sombra,
can
yeah,
also,
mm,
yeah. And the amount of times I went like this was before she got, I think she had a nerf. Um, the amount of times I used to go invisible because you used to be like a perma thing
yeah,
until you started shooting or taking
yeah,
damage. But the amount of times I managed to get just walk straight past the enemy, get on the point, capture it, and then
yeah.
let it
They
start.
changed her quite a bit, Sombra, because at one stage she was incredibly broken,
Yeah,
like incredibly broken.
yeah. But yeah, so why do you personally enjoy Marvels, and what and would you and do you prefer it over Overwatch?
Oh, the reason I really enjoy it because it does remind me of the old days of Overwatch, like when I was a big Overwatch fan.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. And
Mm.
if I had to pick now, I would say Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
It's just more polished, and I actually prefer the third person
Yeah.
to the especially this sort of game. It just
Yeah.
adds more to it, and you can especially like being in the back line, you can see a lot more. And when
Yeah.
someone's spam healing, or they say heal me, you can actually see them. But
Yeah.
even though a lot of people do it behind walls, and a lot of people don't realise, heals don't go through walls.
Yeah. Because for me, because I've never played the original Overwatch.
Mm,
I've only ever played Overwatch 2.0. Um, I 100% I prefer Marvel Rivals. Like you said, it's much more polished. It's fluid. The map design is great. The hero or the character design is phenomenal
yeah,
of every single individual one of them, and it makes me want to invest time in playing it and actually sort of learning each character and sort of just saying like I prefer this character for my play
yeah,
style, you know. Um, but yeah, I much prefer Marvel Rivals and the
yeah,
third person aspect. Is the difference of just having that person aspect is the difference between night and day.
yeah.
It really is.
And another thing as well is that Marvel's banning system is
Mm,
incredible because what they
I do like it.
because like you get messages in game and they've banned the person, and they ban people for 100 years. They literally ban people.
Yeah.
The message comes out saying this person's been banned for 100 years, literally, and they get the IP banned as well.
All right. Okay.
So they get IP banned. They
It's
get like
proper serious then.
like hard banned, and then they really quick on it, like
Yeah.
really quick. Unlike certain other games,
Yeah.
like I don't know, no fucking DVD. You know,
Yeah.
take months to
Because
fuck
obviously,
everyone cheater.
yeah, because unfortunately, we have come across a couple of people with, let's say, sort of tasty names. And obviously we've reported that the names, and it's nice that they got a little section specifically
Yeah,
for rude names, stuff like that. But a really nice touch, and I think every game should have this, is avoid the player feature.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
Riot Games, hello. If you ever watched this Riot Games, please introduce that to League of Legends and make it unlimited spots, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Limited
Right.
spots.
Literally. That's the thing with Marvel Rival. You only get three.
Mm,
You only get three spots, but like there's so many people playing the game, you barely run into the same person unless you're at the
yeah,
higher level. Because obviously that's like the top 1%. You know what I mean? You're gonna
yeah,
bound to run into the same people, but I think it's definitely needed in competitive games because obviously you do get those teammates are quite tasty
mm,
and you just don't want to play with them. Simple as you don't want to see them again
yeah.
because sometimes a lot of them do say some things and type of certain few things, and you don't want to run into them again, do you?
No,
You don't
exactly.
want to be any teammates again. So I think like any competitive game should have it. Even DVD should have it. Like
Yeah,
like DVD should have it as well. Like every game should like just avoid them.
yeah.
But I don't think it's a great mechanic because I've never seen that in a game before. I'm pretty sure like I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't think I have. I
No,
don't think I have either.
because
No.
like in League, no joke, right? I've I've like reported people
Mm.
loading the next game, they're on my team again. It's like, oh, this is kind of spicy.
Yeah. Well, it's like because I streamed DVD today.
Mm,
I streamed it this morning, and I think I came across the same survivor. I know it's 100% two times, but potentially it was three.
mm,
But don't it wasn't like in a row. It was I'd either go be with them twice in a row, and then a third time later on, later down the line in the stream. But there are some people that, like for example, I was playing with a Laurie Strode. She didn't do particularly well when we first played. Second game, um, we matched up again. She got instantly down within the first 30 seconds. She DC'd. I was like, oh,
mm.
great.
Yeah.
Like, I would just like to avoid that.
Oh, yeah. And again, it's you don't want to pay people at DC. Like, no, certainly I don't, because one, it
No.
ruins the game as well. I know we're separating into DVD at the moment, but
Yeah.
avoid the teammate thing. I think every game should have that.
Yeah.
Even single
And
player games, so you can avoid it. Like,
yeah. And
that's a
that's
joke,
another
but
thing is
that's a joke.
but that's another thing as
Mm,
well with Marvel Rivals that we came across. Someone disconnected right at the beginning, I think it
mm,
was, and the match was remade.
yeah, yeah,
Which again is another nice feature. I know League you can have the option for that in League.
yeah, yeah.
I,
It's if they don't move for the first like 5 seconds, you can remake. Or
yeah,
you get up to 3 minutes to do it. If you don't do it within 3 minutes, you have to play the game out with FF, and you don't
mm,
get penalised for it. I'm trying to think in Overwatch. Did that? I don't think it did.
what Overwatch had that sort of feature.
No, I think if someone left, you had to play the game out. I'm pretty sure. Like
Mm.
I can't remember if it was. I'm trying to think of the old Overwatch.
Oh, the original.
Yeah, like original. If I had it, I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe it did,
Yeah.
maybe it didn't. But usually, if people leave, you had to pay 5v6,
Mm.
and it's miserable.
That's another thing as well. I found when I used to play Overwatch 2, if you didn't play in a ranked game mode, like from my experience, if I didn't play in ranked, I could load into a game that's either coming towards the end
Yeah.
or at least in
Well,
the
how many
middle.
times, like, especially like in Overwatch 1, when you go, yeah, I'll play a little bit of quick play, you load into a game, and it's literally the end. The end
Mm.
screen comes up. I had that loads of times where
I've
be
had that
the
a
end
couple of
screen.
times on
Yeah.
Overwatch 2.
Yeah, like, loads
Um,
of times. You load in, you walk out, and the points of the cart thing has already been pushed. And it's like, oh, right, that was a great game I had. That was. And it goes on your record as a loss as well. It used to go on your record as a loss.
that's
Yeah.
stupid. But Marvel Rivals, I haven't had that at all.
No.
Not once. And
No.
but the queue times are lovely.
Oh,
3 seconds.
literally three
It's great.
seconds. I've never, like,
Yeah.
I love it. And honestly,
Yeah.
if I didn't have a crippling league addiction right now, I would literally be playing Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Because when I last played, I got the gold. Like, I was in gold.
Hmm.
Then, yeah, I went back to League. But like, I'll probably, if I'd kept on playing, I'll probably be in plat. Probably, I reckon.
Yeah.
Probably plat, pushing towards diamond.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon I probably would be. But I haven't played it in, I don't know, about a week or so. But again, if I
Yeah.
went playing League, that'd be the game I'd definitely be playing.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm.
Thank you, Kicks, for the 69 bits. Nice number there, mate. It's
And
going in the pot.
the pot's getting bigger.
It is. It is getting
Soon we'll
bigger.
have a studio. Keep up. We have a studio soon.
Yeah, we got what 269 bits now, and a Prime sub, which is
Mm-hmm.
very very good.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like 250.
Yeah, but 100%. If you haven't played Marvel Rivals already, I highly recommend it. It's a great game,
Not
even for
sponsored,
someone
by the
that.
way. Not
No, we're
sponsored.
not. No.
Unless.
Unless you never know. You
Mm.
never know. Streamer privileges, you know. Um, but yeah, no, it's such a great game. And even if for someone that's never played an Overwatch type of game, like that type of game,
Mm.
it's so easy to pick up.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
easy to learn as well.
Mm. I mean, yeah,
Um,
because a lot of the actual characters themselves are quite straightforward.
yeah.
But some of them are like Magica. Like, she's one of the harder mechanical ones.
Mm,
Like from what I've seen, like a good Magica is terrifying. Because if you mess up once with a little combo, you're dead.
mm,
Because she's literally in and out. And
yeah.
she's at melee range, so she's got to be in your face.
Mm,
And she has to be in and out. So mechanically, she's actually quite hard. She's one of the more difficult ones. But majority of them, 90% of them, like Cloak and Dagger, if you want to play healer, you don't really need to aim.
yeah.
Literally, you could just sit back and just heal. But then she does have a little bit of mechanics by switching between Dagger and Cloak. But then you can
Yeah.
play like Luna Snow. Mechanically, she's not hard.
No.
She's really ain't hard.
No.
You just heal people and press your Q when there's a big ult going off.
Yeah. We got another donation as well from B, 50 bits. Thank you ever so much, my lovely. Marvel Rivals sponsor them, please. And then we got another donation from Kix, 50 bits. It's like Iron Fist, but she takes skill.
Yeah, everything with Iron Fist, so you don't really do damage until he's ult. So he's pretty much a minion until he gets his ult, and he just one taps people.
He is
Like
a
punch.
nuisance, though.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
is
Characters
an
like that
absolute.
are a nuisance, but there's characters designed to stop them.
Yeah.
Because especially with not Overwatch, Marvel, like you sort of have to flex. Like you can be a one trick. Don't get you wrong, you can, but it's better to flex because going on the team comp, especially if you got something like Iron Fist, Black Panther, Magica, diving your backline constantly, and your
Yeah.
DPS are not, most of the time they don't look behind them, they just look
Yeah.
forward,
Yeah.
and they wonder why they're not getting healed because your backline's dead.
Yeah.
And like you get Venom's dive, you're all like Falls and the Captain Americas, but that's your point of the flexing of that's where you can change character.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like you can be a one trick, don't get me wrong. But it's better in the long run if you know a couple of characters, like 2 or 3, because there are some characters designed to stop divers and protect your backline. Because if your backline stays up, you got more chance of winning. You know what I mean? That's why.
Yeah.
Because like, one thing I just remembered, go back to the like 6v6 or 5v5. Right now, this is told any OGs of Overwatch as well. There used to be a strategy called goats.
Right. Okay.
I bet not many people heard of goats.
I've never heard of it. I haven't played it. So, do you care to explain what goats is?
Goats, back in the old days of Overwatch, used to be 3 tanks, 3 healers. That was a meta for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. You literally had 3 tanks, 3 healers, no DPS.
I don't know why, but when you said 3 tanks and 3 healers, I
Mm.
just instantly, just in my head, I don't know
Mm.
why it came to this. I just thought, like the old when people would be on the carriage with the
Mm.
horses,
Yeah.
the healers would be the ones with
Yeah,
the whip,
literally.
and the tanks
You
would
had like
be.
Reinhardt, Diva,
Mm,
and you could flex the other one. A lot of times it used to be Winston,
yeah,
because Winston's really good at killing healers. He's really good at getting in, because obviously you didn't have to aim with his weapon. You just hold the button down.
he's
It's
also yeah,
automatic. But you could do that with the 6v6.
Mm.
Obviously, when the 5v5 comes out, the GOAT strategy completely went. Like, you can do GOAT strategy in Marvel Rivals. You can have 3 tanks, 3
Yeah.
healers. Don't get me wrong, they ain't the most exciting gameplay because you literally got 3 tanks trying to kill each other while they're getting healed. But
Yeah.
that was the meta for a long time because what happened was the pro scene done it. That was like
Yeah.
because one pro team, I can't remember, done it first, and they kept winning every game. Then everyone
Yeah.
copied them. Then obviously it trickled down into like normal play, and then for months it was just goats. Everyone it was
Yeah.
3 tanks, 3 healers. But yeah, that just randomly popped me in because that's an OG Overwatch thing. That is.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, highly recommend playing Marvel Rivals. I've had fun, and I'm sort of new to that type of scene of game. Obviously, you're a bit of a veteran in that, and even you enjoy Marvel
Yeah,
Rivals.
like
And I would say
generally,
you even recommend it as well.
yeah, like I was very skeptical, very skeptical when it first came out. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna play that. I ain't gonna play that. It's gonna be rubbish. I ain't gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I sat here one day and I was thinking, you know what's free? I think it's free as well.
Yeah.
Sponsor us, please. And free, and yeah, I've had a go, and I was like, wow, this immediately reminded me of old school Overwatch.
Yeah.
And yeah, and what I love and all, they don't throw the battle pass in your face like certain other
Yeah.
games.
It's not like a literal advertisement. It's
Yeah,
not like you're watching TV and then an ad comes on.
yeah,
It's just it's there if you want it. If you don't
yeah.
want it, it's
It's
fine.
fine, yeah, because people are gonna buy skins in that game.
Yeah.
They're gonna buy them literally because especially that Invisible Woman one. I bet they got millions of that skin,
Yeah.
millions of that skin, and there's some really nice skins though. Like
Yeah.
Strange got this
Oh.
one. He got like a Japanese style one, I think it was, or like
Mm.
Chinese. Like, it's like an Asian style one. It looks really good, like, really good.
Well, because that's the thing. Because like a lot of the Marvel movies, there's like a series of them, and a lot of
Mm,
them have had different outfits. Like
mm,
Captain America, Strange as well. Strange has had quite a few different outfits. Like you had Zombie Strange, you had alternative version of Strange.
mm.
They can implement all those skins. But I think Marvel, like you said, I think it's going to be the next big thing.
I'll generally think it is if they keep on this path,
Mm.
it
And
probably
they
be
don't
the
get too
next
greedy and
greedy.
stuff like.
That's the thing,
Yeah,
greed. Because not funny, like they're gonna have millions of skins,
hundred percent.
like millions. Because obviously everyone grew up. Like I grew up Marvel.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. I like a bit of DC. Don't get me wrong, but I've mainly watched Marvel,
Yeah.
like the Avengers, and like my favorite one growing up was Hulk. Like Hulk was my favorite one. The old Hulk movies, and that showed my age a bit.
Which one do you prefer though? Do you prefer because you had Bruce Banner
Mm.
and you had what was the because he was on yeah, don't get me wrong, you played as the Hulk, but he was quite tame. I think it was the second one where he was played by he was in Fight Club.
Edward
Um
Norton.
that's the one,
Edward
yes.
Norton. Yeah, yeah,
When
I
he
remember that.
played as Hulk,
Mm.
that was the more chaotic Hulk, in my
Yeah,
opinion. I think that was one of the
yeah, because
best
one of the
ones.
movies he went for is it the Red Hulk. I think it
Yeah.
was in one of the movies. That was a good movie. That was years ago. That was like 20 plus years
Mm.
ago. That was, but
But
that's the
yeah,
thing.
that,
I ain't
that, that
played
was
Hulk
such a
yet
great movie.
actually. But then again, Hulk's actually quite good.
I've played as Hulk. I thought he was relatively easy to use. Don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit
He
like Diva. As soon as
he
you come out of
needs
the
he does need to sort of be pocketed a little bit. Like, he
yeah,
does need to be pocketed a little bit. Yeah, because if you can pocket him, you can destroy that backline because it's so hard to kill him.
yeah,
It's like so hard to kill him. But yeah, I've not actually played as him yet. Maybe I'll give him a go. But then again, I'm a healer main, so
double. I'm a simpleton. I do like my DPS. I just
that's what I
find it
mean.
easier.
I would play DPS, but everyone and mother plays it, so I just thought I'd just go play healer. 'Cause I do enjoy
Yeah,
it, and I do admit I have been pinged a lot less in Marvel Rivals than I did Overwatch.
yeah,
Yeah, but then again, it's early days yet, and
yeah, yeah.
uh,
But yeah, I overall Marvel Rivals 100% recommend it. Yeah, you can't fault it. You physically can't fault the game, and I don't think you can really hate on it as well. There's nothing to really hate about
no,
it.
like generally, if there's something to hate on, I'll be hating on it because well, it sounds like we're like getting paid to say this, but we're not. But
Yeah,
generally, I can't actually
it's a
think
great game.
of anything like majorly wrong with it.
I can't think of anything.
Like, I know there's a few alts that are like Winter Soldier's alts a bit.
It's a bit much.
It's a bit
It
because
does
it's
get annoying
again,
when you hear
again,
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 again.
again.
Yeah,
But again, it can be countered.
yeah.
It can be
Everything,
countered.
and I think that's the beauty of Marvel Rivals. Everything can be counted.
Mm.
It has that equal balance to it, which is nice.
Yeah,
And again, the synergy of other heroes is, I think, is great.
mm. It shows that like, the actual developers wouldn't been lazy. They haven't been lazy on like
Yeah,
certain other games, but they've actually took the time and go through all these matchups, like team ups, and go through it properly and not
yeah,
half-ass it. And where it actually is worth getting team ups, and you can literally get your whole team teamed up.
mm.
You can get all 6 players teamed up, buffed.
And it's nice to have that option.
Oh yeah,
Like it's a nice, unique feature, but it's like saying, look, here's an incentive. If you do team up with these specific
mm.
characters, you can get this passive ability, extra damage, extra healing, extra whatever. Um, it's a nice touch again, and it's sort of bringing back that camaraderie and the teamwork as well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yeah,
That's the whole point of saying like everyone should flex a bit. There's probably
yeah,
certain ones you could probably one trick, like Strange you could one trick because his overall kit's amazing. Group you could one
mm,
trick. Magneto, because Magneto actually counters a lot of the healers, like Cloak and Dagger ult. Because his ult, when he flies out in the air, he can slam dunk her, but it does
yeah.
that much damage, it kills her straight off.
All right, okay.
Because with Cloak and Dagger, when she's doing her ult, she's healing at the same time. So if you don't do enough
Mm,
damage, a ult just goes off because our ult damages and heals at the same time, so you can stand in it.
yeah,
But at the higher elo, what to do? Magneto will sit there because Magneto's like meta at the higher. Same as
yeah.
Cloak and Dagger. As soon as the Cloak and Dagger ult, the Magneto pop his ult, look for her,
Mm,
and what people tend to do, they're strange, will watch for it and dive in front of the Cloak and Dagger with shield and tank it.
yeah,
So it's a lot more like definitely teamwork and actually looking out for your teammates in this one
yeah.
because
Oh, 100%.
everyone's ult can be countered by something. So and like Strange can block a lot of ults, like Hela's ult when she goes out in the air.
Yeah.
Strange can float up there and just hold his shield there, literally just hold and negate her entire ult,
Yeah,
which is because her ult's quite devastating.
it is.
But if you get Strange, you can just fly out there and just hold his shield and go, you know,
You shall not pass.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that because
Um,
it adds more to the character as well. He's not just a tank.
yeah,
He can counter a lot of things.
yeah. But again, like for the future of Marvel Rivals, again, if they don't get too greedy
Mm.
and they play their cards right and they just continue the way that they are at the moment, the future for them is
And
limitless.
literally, this could last 10,
Years
15
and
years.
years.
10, 15
100%.
years. Easily. Because they got the
Yeah.
formula right already. Because, like I said, in near a month over, there's still 500 million players playing on Steam.
It's nuts.
Just on
Absolutely
Steam.
nuts.
And obviously, it's on PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah.
Still not sponsored yet, but I don't know if it's on Switch. It's probably on Switch these days. It's probably on the Nintendo
Yeah.
64. You know what I mean? It's
Never know.
everywhere. So yeah,
Yeah.
because once the actual competitive scene kicks off properly, that's when they're gonna start really
That's
getting the
going to
money.
ramp it up again.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to ramp it up
because
again.
that's what keeps games going. Like it's the competitive scene. Same reason like
Yeah.
Apex is still a game. Really, is the comp aspect of it.
Mm.
Because like Apex on Twitch is completely dead. Like there's no viewership in it.
Is,
Same
is,
as
is there not?
Overwatch. Like Overwatch. Like DVD's got more viewership than Overwatch right now.
Oh, that's saying
Yeah.
something.
So and DVD's got
Yeah.
more viewership than Apex. And at one point, Apex had close to 100,000 people watching at any given time.
Yeah, I can remember seeing the figures being there for Apex, but obviously I don't play Apex, so I haven't really sort of had a look at the viewership there.
It's dead. Like, that's why a lot of the Apex content creators are playing Marvel Rivals. They're literally playing Marvel Rivals. Literally all of them.
Yeah,
The only ones that playing and streaming it are like the comp players,
yeah.
basically. But it because there's
So they get paid to play it.
and yeah, they got a LAN coming up in Japan like end of this month,
Mm,
and like the prize pool's still like 2-3 million. So,
yeah,
but on like the Twitch aspect, like Apex is completely dead, Overwatch is completely dead,
yeah,
and like Marvel Rivals is keeping up with numbers of League of Legends. And on Twitch, like League's been like the #1 game for I don't know years, like 10 years. It's been. I don't think I've ever seen League drop below 90,000 people watching it
yeah.
anytime. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. But you probably go on it now, there's probably about 130, 40,000 people watching it.
Fair bloody play.
And Marvel Rivals is keeping up with that. So,
Yeah, and you know what? It's nice to see as well
yeah.
because it shows when a development team shows care and respect for a certain genre and a certain topic, they're gonna reap the reward.
Yeah.
You know, it's not they're not really playing any risks. They're being respectful to the game. They're being respectful to the fans as well, and they're reaping the reward. You know,
If you do that, you actually listen to the community for a start. They're going to play the game. They're going to spend money on skins
yeah.
because that's how games make their money these days. Is skins
Oh,
and
100%. Yeah,
battle passes. So if you do it the way they're doing it, like I said, they're endless for them. Like, I reckon they could last at least 10 years if they carry on this way. And like,
easily.
again, they can add because as well they obviously Fantastic Four. They've only released two of them, which is Invisible
Yeah.
Woman and Mr. Fantastic.
Well, you
And
got the
halfway through
thing.
halfway through the season, the Thing and Human Torch are getting released.
Yeah. And you still got what Doctor Doom. You got the Silver Surfer as well.
Yep.
That could potentially jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the limit is literally endless.
Endless,
If
because
they play their cards right,
they've got
they've got
40 plus years of content they can dive into. There's
mate.
probably
Honestly,
characters,
they have got this gold. They've got a golden
gold mine.
egg.
They got a gold mine, literally,
Yeah,
an actual gold
they
mine.
just need to be just stay humble. Don't get too greedy, and
Mm.
just continue the way they are,
And just keep
and they'll
the
do
the
amazing.
gameplay is fine. Like,
Yeah,
just little tweaks here and there. Obviously, every game needs no game's perfect.
yeah,
A few tweaks here and there on characters because you're always gonna have the characters that are meta. Every single game's got it.
yeah,
Every competitive game has meta and non-meta. But even like the non-meta ones are still viable in Marvel Rivals, from what I've seen.
yeah,
Still viable. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it depends. They'll flex in the situation again. Because the flex it makes characters viable in different situations.
hmm
Like Moon Knight, yeah, he's strong, but is he good in every situation?
no,
No. If you got like three divers, he's no good against divers because he
no,
needs the team to group up,
yeah,
and that's when he comes into his own. But if he's got like Spider Man jumping around or Iron Fist, Black Panther, he's not good against them, basically.
no,
But that's when you like do like Punisher, like hit scan. That's where you go to hit scan, like Punisher and people like that.
yeah.
So yeah, I think the game's got a long life and probably the next big thing.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. And I obviously we assume that the people that's currently watching on Twitch, and obviously the people that's going to be watching it on YouTube, I would assume you would agree. If you obviously have different opinions, please leave a comment in the comment section below. But yeah, I think this is the
Yeah,
uh, perfect end.
and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. Yeah. I don't know what our plan is for the third episode will be, but obviously we'll send
Well, if
a
we
link.
get to 20 subs on YouTube, we'll go shirtless.
Hot tub.
We'll go in the hot tub category.
Don't make because if we do end up hitting 20 subs, I'm gonna have to go topless.
Well, you know, I'll go topless and wear this.
No, I mean, mate, if I'm going out, if I'm gonna have to do it, I'm gonna have to do it strong. Um, oh, sorry, my brother has just joined in the chat, and he's joined right at the end.
Well, if you scroll to the YouTube channel, you can rewatch it.
Yes, you can rewatch it, Liam, on our YouTube channel, Skill Issue Podcast.
Surely Roy will set up a command or a link.
I will have to, yeah, I'll have to get that arranged.
Surely he would do that at some point.
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, I'll do that tonight. Actually, I should have. Oh, there you go. My brother's already watched episode one.
Fucking look at that.
I know, supporting family support. But yes, well, until next time, take care, look after yourself, and we'll catch you all on the next one. Toodles.
Toodles.